To start off this presentation, my question is, distinguish between the two changes on the demand curve by analyzing how they affect the PED. I chose the same curve, which was one of the diagrams we could choose from to analyze the PED. The graph shows that as the price changes, the quantity demanded changes with it. So when the price is 5, the quantity demanded is 125. Although when the price changes to 10, the quantity demanded is 100. Now to calculate the PED, we need to do some calculations. The equations the equation to calculate PED is percent change of quantity demanded over percent change of price. Uh, so you find the percent change of quantity demanded and percent change of price, divide them, and the PED of A to B is 5. C to D, you do this for the next one. I did the same thing, and I got a PED of 0.5. As you can see from these calculations, the PED changed. Although I used the same price change and quantity demanded change, the PED isn't the same. This is because if the change is at the top half of the graph, that is A to B, then it's gonna be the PED is gonna be elastic, which means it's gonna be more than one. Yet if it's at the bottom half of the graph, the PED is gonna be inelastic, which is gonna be less than one. This is because if it is elastic, the quantity demanded change is bigger than the price change, which will equal more than one. And instead, if it is inelastic, the quantity demanded change is going to be less than the price change. This concludes that the PED will vary even if the changes made are the same. Going on. Here I have the same graph, but now I've added the total revenue in it. We can see that the that G in the first diagram is bigger than E, thus saying that when the price was lowered from 25 to 20, the total revenue went up. Uh, Instead, in the second diagram, we see that from C to D, the total revenue from C to D went down. This is because of this is because from E to G, the G box is bigger than the E box. That means that the total revenue is bigger. And the same thing from C to D, the H box, sorry, is bigger than the J box. This means that, no, as we can see here, that as you move closer or further away from the middle of the graph, the total revenue uh, will lower or increase. The total revenue optimum comes uh, is closer to unit elasticity, which relates to PED, since unit elasticity is when the quantity demanded is the same. Quantity demanded change is the same as the price change. Um, as I mentioned before, it is obvious that the PED is related to the total revenue. Uh, Now, finally, there are there are some things that determine the elasticity of the the PED. In this, in it's called SPLAT. SPLAT is substitute proportion of income, luxury or necessity, addictive or time to adjust. For marshmallows, uh, proportion of income does affect the PED, since if a person gets more money, more money, then they might want to spend it on having more marshmallows. It could also be luxury or necessity, since the PED of marshmallows could change depending if the person really needs it or if it's just a luxury that they need it.